Hello and welcome to the Brotherhood of Geeks watch along of Inside Xbox 2020. So, this is, first, before I even continue, I am Brett J. Rasmussen, and I am here to go ahead and kind of discuss and react to what Xbox is going to be showing off in this pretty much Inside Xbox. Inside Xbox is Microsoft's own version of kind of a Nintendo Direct or State of Play. They call it Inside Xbox. And pretty much what it is that this is where they discuss new games or new features that are coming to it. But they've been using Inside Xbox as their way of showing off new features and showing off new things for the Series X. Which they have already shown off the Series X logo. Which actually looks really nice, and we're going to be seeing that logo a lot. Actually, I believe Phil Spencer put up a tweet within the past few days to kind of pretty much saying that most of the games, or all of the games they're going to be showing, is that they're going to have the whole enhanced by Series X logo, kind of like what they did for, like on the Xbox One X, there's like a little like logo or like little tagline that said enhanced by Xbox One X. So we're going to be getting that. Now, we're about, right now, 7 minutes away. And we're going to be seeing a lot of third-party games. Hopefully, we're probably also going to be seeing some first-party games also. But we're going to be seeing a lot of third-party. And that's why I'm very interested in this. I'm also interested to see what Xbox has in store, because PlayStation, as we've talked before on DualShocked, our PlayStation podcast, PlayStation has been playing very defensively, in my opinion. That's what I keep bringing up, is that PlayStation has been playing very defensively and hasn't really been out there. The last thing they showed off was their new controller. Xbox, on the other hand, has been showing off, like, the announcement of the system was at the Game Awards, which was last year, December, and then they kept kind of like, they showed, that was when they also went like Halo Infinite, and they showed off Hellblade 2 as a new game there. So we're probably going to be getting some new games here. What do I want to see, or what do I predict to see? We're going to be seeing gameplay of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which, hell yes, I'm excited for that. We may get Elden Ring, which was shown off at E3, I believe, last year, which is made by From Software. It's a new From Software game. We got Skywalker Saga. We got, there's going to be a bunch of different games. Maybe we'll see Skull and Bones, finally, but I highly doubt that. But we're going to be seeing a lot of what Xbox has to play, and I think with this Inside Xbox, really, Xbox is going to be coming out of the gate with a lot of guns a-blazing. Now, again, it's going to say coming to the Series X, and those are going to be the third parties, which will also come to the PS5. But Xbox showing them off first kind of it puts in a connotation in people's mind where, and not everyone, but some people will go, this game was shown on here, so it must be better on Xbox. Which that might be the case, it might not be the case, who knows. But even when on May 4th, Star Wars Day, EA released a new trailer and a new update to Jedi Fallen Order, and it opens with the Xbox logo. So it shows, even though it's on PlayStation also, it just kind of already goes, it looks better on Xbox. So, this game goes with Xbox. But I'm really excited to see what different games we're going to be seeing just for the next generation of consoles, but then also what Xbox is going to be doing. Like, is this when they announce their pre-order? Are they going to announce the system itself? I highly doubt that, because that's not what they stated. Like, this is very much, in their like reveal, like, hey, we're doing this event. It's very much more about, here are the games that are coming to the Series X. Get excited. This is what you can play on Xbox, either exclusively or whatever. What else would I like to see? I would like to see if Double Fine has an Xbox game already kind of prepared for them, because Xbox and Microsoft just picked up a bunch of studios for their Microsoft Studios like exclusive, their worldwide studios, which would be awesome. And that's something that Xbox has needed, is some first party exclusives outside of Gears of War and Forza and Halo. So I'm really excited to see that. And they had exclusive before, timed exclusive, but people don't like that, and I understand that. Like, I would have liked to play Rise of the Tomb Raider when it first came out, but I had to wait a year because I play on PlayStation more often. So, and I think like if you're owned by PlayStation or owned by Xbox or owned by Nintendo, people are more friendly to the note of exclusives because it's made, this company owns them, so that's why that's there. All right, here we go. Peggy 18. Oh, that's cool. That was kind of looks like the opening of the original Xbox.
Hey everyone, this is Aaron Greenberg from Team Xbox. I'm excited to be coming to you.
Is your fridge just a freaking Series X?
Drinks out of the world's fastest, most powerful fridge. We're moments away from a huge Inside Xbox.
I love it.
First, I want to let you know, a lot of people have been wondering, what are we doing this summer? Well, we're not taking the summer off. We're working hard. Teams cannot wait to deliver new games, new reveals, new news for you. So it's time to get hyped. You're going to see today the first ever Xbox Series X gameplay from our partners around the world. Damon Baker and Sarah Bond, who lead our partnership team, have brought some of the best developers and creative teams to the table. They're going to be joined by Jeff, Katarina, and Malik. Team Xbox coming in strong. It's an exciting day. We know fans have been waiting for this, but also we know you're wondering what's going on with Xbox Game Studios. You guys have 15 creative teams now around the world.
15.
You blew us away at XO19.
15.
You blew us away
That's
at the Game
awesome.
Awards with Hellblade 2.
Yep, Hellblade
we know
2.
You've got more. Of course we do. And with that, I want to welcome the head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, to tell us a little more.
Matt Booty!
Hi, everybody. I want to start by saying that our first concern is really with the safety of our teams and, of course, their families. And that's why they are all working from home right now, whether it's in Sweden, the UK, Canada, or the US. And I've really been impressed with the ingenuity and the creativity that they've shown to get around some of the challenges of working from home and to keep production moving forward on our great lineup of games. And so we're excited that we will begin unveiling gameplay from our studios starting in July, including some from our newer studios like Double Fine, Ninja Theory, and Obsidian.
Yeah!
Whoa, Matt, it feels like we might have left some off the list there.
Yeah, and Aaron, also 343 and Halo.
That's right. It's time to get hyped. Halo's coming. Halo Infinite. You've been waiting. The world's most anticipated game. July. Mark your calendars. Xbox Game Studios. We've got teams around the world that are working on big surprises, big reveals for you. I could not be more excited. I could tell you
he's excited. This dude's like, I'm here to go!
But today, we're going to put the spotlight on our partners and let them shine and show you what Xbox Series X gameplay look like. Let's have a go.
Okay, what are we opening with? What are we gonna... Xbox. First look, Xbox Series X game. So every game that you're about to see is going to be optimized to the Series X. And that's the logo that was tweeted as I spoke before in the upper, right above there. Playism. Ooh! Whoa! Yo! What? Oh, that's rad! Whoa, what? Wait, whoa! What? Whoa! What is this? What is this? Guns and soldiers and swords and what? Like cybernetic ninja? What? Yo! It's a DeLorean! Or at least it looks like one. I don't care. I love DeLoreans. I love Back to the Future. One of my favorite movies. Whoa! Bright Infinite Memory. Or Bright Memory Infinite. Huh.
What you just witnessed was Bright Memory Infinite from Playism, created from the ground up by a single individual at FYQD Studio in China. Developers are using the hardware to achieve their dreams and their nightmares in amazing ways, using the power to optimize their games the way they want. You know, higher resolutions, crazy frame rates, ray tracing, and yes, faster in-game load times. But it's also awesome to see the partner support for smart delivery, ensuring that fans only have to purchase the game once to enjoy it on whichever Xbox system they own or will own in the future.
Whoa,
so,
what?
Over the next 25
They're doing
minutes,
cross-buy?
we're going to debut just a slice of the amazing next-gen games you can expect from our partners this holiday and early next year. And because we read the interwebs, everything you see here will highlight the in-game experience, with actual gameplay captured in-engine to give you the best sense of what to expect when Xbox Series X launches later this year. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the following dreams being powered by Xbox.
Ooh, world premiere. So again, these are all captured in engine. That, the whole smart delivery, that is such a good feature. So like, you don't want to buy the Series X day one to get all these games, but you still want to play them. If it's on the Xbox One, you can buy it, and I guess it moves up to the Series X. Like, if you buy it in the future, that's awesome. That's so consumer friendly. Like Codemasters, I think that's the studio doing this game. It looks good. Oh hey, it's Dirt! Nice! Dirt 5. EBB Software. What? The hell is this? It's all creepy and ugh. Scorn? Okay. Okay.
Together, we built order out of
Ooh,
chaos.
so-
Each trial, each tribulation, we have overcome. Now we live in an age of unprecedented peace.
This looks cool.
We have prevailed. Thanks to her.
Hey man, I'm all about Starship games,
Let her
dude.
ascension serve as proof of our righteousness. It is in her honor that we strive for chorus.
This ends with us.
Corvus? Rise as one. Nice. I mean, it's a Starship game. I love those kind of games. Hello, Madden.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for letting me crash the show. This is Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. I hope all of y'all been staying home, staying safe, and playing a ton of video games together. But hey, I'm here because I have a privilege of telling you this. Madden 21 is coming to Xbox Series X, and I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Duh.
It's been a journey that's older than me, and I was lucky enough to be a part of it this year. Like they say, you have to know where you've been to know where you're about to go.
Showing off all the different through the years of Madden. Hey, them backers.
They'll look to throw. Brady gonna try and throw on third down. He's gonna fire one deep. Inside the 10.
Whoa, Madden.
There's loads of Madden
I don't
21
care.
news coming soon. And the game isn't just about what you can see, it's about what you can feel. But here's the best news. When you buy Madden NFL 21 on Xbox One, you get it free on Xbox Series X. I'm looking forward to it, and honestly, I'm ready to just get back on the field. Enjoy the rest of the show, and get ready to feel next level with EA Sports.
I wonder how long, the smart delivery, how that's gonna last. Is that just kind of within the first year? But I mean, hey,
Huge
that's a
thanks
good
to
thing.
EA
That's
for
a good
giving
thing.
us that sneak peek at Madden 21, optimized for Xbox Series
Personally, I
X.
just
mean,
don't
that was
care about
awesome.
Madden. It's just I don't
So
play
my
the football
name
games.
is Sarah Bond, and I lead partnerships for Xbox. which means I get to work with the thousands of developers and creators around the globe that are creating games on, with, and for Microsoft platforms. I just love my job because it's all about connecting creators and publishers with our fans around something that they love, games. And boy, have they been busy. They are creating right now games that are going to define the generation, experiences that are just going to blow your mind away. And I am thrilled to share with you that every major publisher worldwide is developing for Xbox. And we already have hundreds of games coming to Xbox Series X in 2021.
Jeez,
the support, it has
lot.
just been tremendous, guys. I have never seen partners as excited about Xbox and Xbox Series X as they are right now. So why don't we take a look and see more of the great games that they have been working on.
Oh boy. That's not creepy. Nightfall. You rise. Vampire. Oh, Vampire the Masquerade. Bloodlines 2. Oh, this is Bloodlines 2. Okay. I was like, what? What is this?
Oh, Harry. What have you done? I've traveled so very far to find you. How strange that your trail ends here.
Okay.
The very island of my dreams. When you left, I was withering away. But here, on this extraordinary isle, I dare say I've found my strength again.
Okay.
I'm scared of what it means. I feel the call of something deep within. Whispers of things long forgotten. Will we be forgotten too? What did you find here, Harry?
Call of the Sea. Out of the blue. Huh. Neon Giants.
This is, or was, the Ascent Group main metropolis. Like you, most people have contracted their entire lives away to get here. Workers or indents, slaves in all but name.
The Ascent Group arcology on Velis has shut down. If the latter is true, corporate ground teams will already be moving in.
This is a crisis supernova. The Ascent Group has collapsed.
Another steampunk
We have a
game.
shot at true independence. I won't let it go to waste.
We wish to test your abilities by giving you a special
Look at a
assignment.
dungeon. It looks like a dungeon crawler, but in like steampunk
Find out what
like era or whatever.
It looks like we're gonna have to work together on this one. Let's get it done!
The Ascent. The Medium. Huh. Okay. Huh.
Hi. Hope you enjoyed the reveal of The Medium, our next-gen psychological horror game. We're very excited to announce that we're working on the project in cooperation with Akira Yamaoka, the legendary composer best known for the Silent Hill series. We'll have more to reveal soon, so stay tuned.
Wait. What? Like, you're telling me that The Medium is also being, like, written by the guy who did Silent Hill? That's awesome! Like, by, like, the writer or whatever. That's crazy. Crazy. What is this? Others have arrived. Ugh. They cannot be hurt. They cannot be stopped. Until now.
I'm Yuito Sumeragi. My power is psychokinesis. Ready?
Oh, dude! Yeah! This is my kind of game! Yeah! Hack and slash. Oh, yeah, this is my jam. Welcome to the OSF. Satanic warriors with one mission. Exterminate. Oh, it's so rad. Oh, it's so cool. Scarlet Nexus. That looks sweet. Yeah. Ooh, that looks great. Systemic reaction. It's an avalanche too. Whoa! Earth has fallen. Rally your squad. Kill them all. I just killed dinosaurs? Is that the whole thing? I just killed dinosaurs? I can be all about this. I just killed big, huge, stupid dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm second extinction. Reclaim Earth. Okay, I can get behind that. Just killing dinosaurs. I can get behind that. Oh hey! Is this another Yakuza game? He always believed. A family reunion was waiting. That was Quest. He's a new Or maybe it's something else entirely. I have no idea what this is now. Yakuza like a dragon. What? It is a Yakuza game.
こんにちは、セガの名越俊弘です。いよいよこの発表ができる日が、参りました。シリーズの最新作であるヤクザライクアドラゴンを、Xbox シリーズ X のローンチタイトルとして、そして Xbox One や、Windows 10で、発売する運びとなりました。全世界のファンはもちろんですね、初めて、このタイトルを手にする方にも、楽しんでいただきたいというふうに考えております。ゲームの限界に挑戦する龍が如くスタジオの新たなる挑戦を、ぜひ見届けていただきたいなというふうに考えております。ヤクザライクアドラゴンをぜひよろしくお願いします。
I hope you all enjoyed this brief peek at just some of the titles we have lined up for Xbox Series X. This is just the beginning. And personally, I can't wait to get immersed in these amazing games. But until then, I'm just going to have to live out that fantasy via custom backgrounds in Microsoft Teams. How about I try out a few now? Maybe we'll go into the world of Scarlet Nexus, or maybe I could tear up the streets in Dirt 5, or, well, here's a quick view of Phil Spencer's home office. Oh, wait a second. We've got this inside look at the next Assassin's Creed game. So with that, I'm going to leave you with the gameplay debut.
This is the main event. This is what they've been leading
Assassin's
to.
Creed Valhalla for Xbox Series X. Huge thanks to all of our partners for their hard work. during these difficult times, and to you at home for joining us. Stay tuned to go behind the scenes with a few of the creators of today's lineup and hear more about their thoughts on the next generation of game development. I'll see you later this summer for even more content premieres and announcements from Xbox Game Studios and our partners worldwide. Thanks so much.
All right. This is, I'm excited for this. Because yes, Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You got a Raven. Yeah.
Few titles command the respect and fandom that the Assassin's Creed series has garnered. And today, we get to talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla with its creative director, Ashraf Ismail, who's joining us from Montreal, Canada. Bienvenue to Inside Xbox.
Hey, Jeff. Pleasure to be here.
I'm so glad that you're here because I'm a huge fan of the series. After seeing the video that we just saw, I have literally hundreds of questions to ask you. But before we get into Valhalla itself, did I just see new Assassin's Creed gameplay for the first time?
Yeah, absolutely. That was directly from the game in all its Viking Age glory.
Let's talk about the Viking Age because
Gameplay of
Assassin's
what?
Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins.
What kind of
these took place
gameplay
in
are you talking
antiquity.
about? Like,
they were sun-drenched
When I think gameplay, I'm
Mediterranean
thinking like
places.
you're gonna show me a demo.
And
I mean,
this
like
looks
fine,
very
whatever.
different. It's different time, different place. So what do you have for us with the Viking Age?
Yeah, so the Viking Age, it's named after one of history's most notorious warrior cultures. And this time period is highlighted by the invasion of England by this very large, hungry Viking horde. And at the time, England was a dark age tangle of broken warring kingdoms. So this was an absolutely brutal, pivotal moment in history that gave us the birth of the England we know today. So players can expect to fully live the Viking fantasy in a meticulously crafted journey in an Assassin's Creed world.
All right, so let's get a little bit more into this. There was a lot to take in that clip that we saw. I saw Viking longships. I saw some very mean-looking axes. Previously, we saw a hidden blade. So let's talk about some of the key new features that you're bringing to the table with Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, so our hero, Eivor, is a Viking raider who's going to leave the snowy mountains of Norway for the lush rolling hills of England, propelled by the goal of settling their people and growing a thriving settlement. Now, England at this time is a hostile place. So to succeed, players will go raiding using their longships and raiding party. They'll assault giant fortifications in epic battles. They'll have to gain alliances with kings and legendary Vikings, and they'll be faced with some very harsh choices as the leader of a community. Along with that, where we've reinvented combat to be visceral, brutal, tons of enemy variety, dual-wielding weapons. We have a new, fresh take on player progression, gear, and weapon systems. We're effectively pushing every single envelope to deliver this incredible Viking fantasy.
All of this is just music to my ears. Thank you so much. So this whole show, we've been talking about the Xbox Series X. We're talking about next gen. So as a creative director, as someone creating a huge epic game, how do you take advantage of this new hardware?
Well, Assassin's Creed has always been committed to new technologies in order to push the most immersive experiences we possibly can. And so to have something like incredibly fast loading times means that we can remove some of that friction from the immersion and create a game that's much more immersive. Norway and Dark Ages England are breathtaking living worlds. So to be able to push them further to their incredible potential, this is really wonderful for us. It's wonderful for our players. And additionally, I'm very happy to confirm that we are also offering smart delivery, which allows you to purchase the game once and play it on your Xbox One and the Xbox Series X.
That is great news, I think, for all the Assassins fans out there. They'll be able to enjoy it on the hardware they have now, maybe on the hardware that they are looking forward to getting later this year. Thank you so much, Ashraf Ismail, for joining us and for sharing the very first details on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I cannot wait to see more.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Look, I'm looking forward to this game because I love Vikings, and I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so, you know. Shields! How it works with the lore of Assassin's Creed, I don't know.
We have seen so many great games today showcasing gameplay for Xbox Series X. So let's go to Malik right now with Robert Karp from Codemasters to talk Dirt 5.
All right, everyone, just a few minutes ago, you saw the reveal trailer of Dirt 5, and I kind of was left speechless, but I'm going to have to get it together here because we're going to dive even deeper into everything. Right now, we have Robert Karp, who is Dirt 5's development director, in the driver's seat to talk about what's next for the series. Robert, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Malik?
I'm doing great. Excited to dive into this. Now, Dirt 5, obviously the newest game in the series. Let's start with locations because kind of the backdrop is kind of important for a racing game. So where are we going to be going in Dirt 5?
So you saw from the trailer, we had New York, then we went to China, and then we went to Norway. We've got lots more environments.
Dirt 5 is very much an
arcade. Each of
arcade
the environments
racing
are
game.
bespokely created based in real worlds for the tracks and the event types that we play in there. So for New York, for example, you saw us racing over the East River when it was frozen in winter. But you can play in New York in the summer and spring and autumn. And there you'll be able to race along Roosevelt Island on a couple of different tracks. That gives you a totally different experience. After that, we go to Brazil. We take in the favelas and Christ the Redeemer. We have tracks in Europe, in Italy, in Arizona. So there's really a really wide range of tracks with a really colorful and wide different color palette that offer really interesting different experiences.
Super cool. I'm excited to see all the different locations as well as how the weather's going to change. I'm personally a New York boy, so I'm excited to race in New York. But it is a racing game after all, so let's talk about some of the cars that we're going to be able to jump into.
We have one of the widest ranges of vehicles that we've had in a dirt game ever before. So you've got the rally cars that you saw some buggies in China. We also have sprint cars, which are really cool and interesting. They go around ovals, they only turn left. Each of their wheels is like a different size, with the front one at the left.
I haven't really heard anyone really talk about like the Dirt
They've got 900
series. Like I know like there are multiple games. People play it.
All the way around the oval, kicking your big.
I've heard more people talk about Forza
really
or Need for
that's
Speed.
super cool. Of course, everyone's going to be excited for more, right? More cars, more different types of vehicles. That's pretty cool. Now let's talk about the experience when the players jump into the game. What are some things that veteran Dirt franchise players are going to notice, and what are some things that they're going to notice for the first time ever?
So I think jumping into the career, they're going to notice the kind of agency or the choice of the different events. But some of the new things that are due to the franchise, and one of the ones I'm most excited about, is 4-player split screen. So in career or in arcade mode, where you can pick your event type and your vehicle type and your time of day, how quickly the time changes and what the weather's going to change, you can play that with your friends. So on launch day, when you get your Xbox Series X home, you boot it up, you invite a few friends over, you can all race together.
That's super exciting. 4-player split screen, something that we always want to see because it's always good to have your friends around and play some games.
4-player local split screen. Like, come on now. Yeah, I'm all about local split
obviously
screen.
The Dirt franchise,
Maybe an old man,
and taking you through a bunch of different races. Can you talk a bit about the story there? And I hear Little Birdie has told me that there's a very dynamic duo in the voiceover booth. Let's talk about that as well.
There is a dynamic duo. So one of the things that I really enjoy about the career is the real world sponsors. So as you race, you'll sign up to real world sponsors who'll give you rewards and pay you to race for them. And talking you through that will be your mentor. He'll help guide you, give you tips and hints, and that's voiced by Troy Baker.
Yeah!
From the booth, everybody.
And there's really only one person to have as the protagonist to Troy Baker, who's the nemesis, and that's Nolan North.
Of
Working with Codemasters on this, playing a very pivotal character, per usual. Also, you're going to see some pretty recognizable faces in this game, so you don't want to miss it.
So as you race, you'll have to beat him if you want to win the career.
Oh, that's
just
super
for the
exciting,
voice actors
because,
themselves, it kind of makes me want to pick this game up,
I
dude.
feel like a lot of players are going to be happy about having both Troy Baker and Nolan North in the same video game, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Now, again, we're super happy that Dirt 5 is part of the reveal of the first gameplay for Xbox Series X. So let's talk about some of the things that we're going to see that are specific to Xbox Series X.
So Dirt 5, you'll be able to play at 4K at 60 FPS, but there'll also be an option for 120 Hz mode. So, you know, gamers know frame rate counts.
Wait a minute, you can actually
hertz in
decide the
racing.
hertz too?
That's where the
That's
action's
really
at.
good.
On top of that,
That's
Dirt 5 will
actually a
leverage
new
the
thing.
smart delivery technology. So you buy the game on Xbox.
So it's not only like,
One,
do you want to play in 4K
you
or
can play on
1080p
Xbox
or the
Series X as
resolution,
soon as
now you
get
can
a new
actually choose the
console.
hertz,
You buy it on Xbox
which
Series
is
X,
important
and you go
to the
you're on
resolution
Xbox
also.
One, in your house
it's
or in
the
another room,
output
and you want to play in there,
TV can do
you
or
play
the system
Xbox One,
can
so
do
you'll always
itself.
be playing the best version. And lastly, is the fast loading. So that means that you get into the game almost instantaneously from turning on the console. No more waiting. You're in there, you're racing straight away.
I love everything that you just said there.
That
You buy the
needs
game,
to
you
be
get the
proven.
best version for the
Like, I
platform
like
you
that,
own.
and that's
You get in
great.
the game, loading
That
times
needs
are
to
a
be
thing
proven.
that everyone hates, so minimizing
Because that, like, you can go ahead and
fantastic.
say all
And then you
those
get
kind of
the 4K
buzzwords
60
with like fast loading, you throw it in,
120
bam,
frames per second.
Like,
So that is pretty cool. Again,
that needs to be proven.
Robert, thank you so much for stopping by. I got to say that I probably speak for everyone watching when I say that we're super excited to see Dirt 5 on Xbox Series X coming up this year. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we've already seen so many games so far, but the train's going to keep rolling, so we're going to throw it over to Katarina, who's with the Bluebird team, to talk about Medium.
Horror games are a fan favorite, and the medium promises to keep us guessing and our hearts racing. Here to tell us more about the game is Jack, game producer from the Bluebird team. Thank you so much for joining us, Jack.
Hi, hello.
Can you tell us more about this game and the Bluebird's team approach to the psychological horror genre?
In our first psychological horror that was Layers of Fear, the main topic was what can you sacrifice for your family? Can you sacrifice yourself, or you want to sacrifice yourself for your passion to fulfill yourself? The second our game, it was Observer, and then the main topic, it was if I'm still human, if my mind maybe is digitalized, or if I have robotic parts, where is the line?
Part of,
like
the
in the body
Observer.
horror stuff.
Wow, okay. So it's from a series.
And in the Blair Witch, of course, there was a witch, there was the forest that everyone loves, but in the main topic, in the psychological horror stuff, it was PTSD. So for the medium, we have like two worlds in our game, real world and spirit world. We play as a medium that can see these both realities. So we can think like somebody can be a really good guy, but maybe inside it's not. And when you play as a medium, you have a really unique perspective to find out what is inside of other people and or what happens in different places. For the medium, we heard that you teamed up with legendary music composer Akira Yamaoka. Can you tell us more about that partnership and how that influenced the game?
He's I was wrong. The best now, of course, for composing the music for Silent Hill series.
I thought he said
And
writer.
what was
No, he's
most
doing
important for us, it was his work on Silent Hill 2.
He did the
Because
music for Silent Hill. He's doing the music for
most of our
this
team
game.
is the best
Okay.
horror game
I
ever.
thought it was the
and
writer.
It's one
No,
of our
it's
main
the music
references
composer.
when we think about
bad.
atmosphere in the medium, because in one way, his music is heavy, disturbing, oppressive, and in another way, it can be nostalgic, emotional, and melodic. And to bump it up more, we cooperate, Akira, with our composer, Arkadiusz Rejkowski, that create our other scores for our other games, and mix these two approaches together to fill up our two worlds and our different points of view. So it was really great fun.
This game is really characterized by those two worlds. Can you talk to us more about the story and these two worlds and how the players can look forward to that?
Yeah, so you play as a Marianne, and she's a medium. And like she can cope with this, that she goes, or that she can see the spirit world, the second world, but she's like haunted by really one specific vision that she tried to solve. And she has some kind of a hint that the answers can be in abandoned communist vacation resort. It's like an old hotel. So she go there, and then she need to, find out how the vision is connected with this place and what dark mystery is there. And there, two worlds came up, because our real world and our real world setting it's Poland, late 80s, Krakow. Krakow is a very important city for Poland history. It was a city of kings. And it's, of course, city of Blueberry. We have company here, we live here, we love the city. And it's a free Poland in that time. But because in the 80s and before, we lived under the regime, communist regime, and there was no free of speech. Everything was censored. And when you play as a medium, you have this unique opportunity to see even further than normal people, because you see the spirit world. And spirit world is like dark mirror of our world. Like when all your anger, urges, secrets are reflected there. So it's also hostile world in some way. So only medium can solve some puzzles, some mysteries, and survive that kind of encounter.
Horror is really a genre that can really take advantage of some very immersive gameplay. What are some of the Xbox Series X features that the Bloober team has harnessed to make sure that you can deliver this epic next-gen title with the medium?
Yeah, of course. First of all, it's the horsepower is the hardware. So having that powerful stuff as a foundation for our game, it's awesome, because we spent a lot of years to thinking about this game, how we can fulfill our dreams about it, but we have a problem with the platform. Everything we thought it's too weak to fulfill our vision. But then Xbox Series X came up, and we thought, yeah, this is perfect match for us. And now a lot of doors were open for us to be creative and do the game as we want it. And the second most important stuff is the seamless gameplay, steady FPS and no loading screens, because you have immersive horror cinematic experience, and you have two worlds. You can travel between them. You can travel between the levels and the whole story, and not having any loading screens and any FPS drops. It's awesome. And of course, we use Xbox Series X in different ways. In many different ways, but I will leave this maybe more for the future, so stay tuned, guys.
Ooh, mysterious. I think I speak for all the fans when I say that I'm super excited to play the medium when it launches on the Xbox Series X. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jack.
Also, thank you very much.
I want to give a special thank you to all of our developers from around the world who pulled out all the stops to share this first look at
just
Xbox
the raw
Series X
horsepower
gameplay with all of you
the
today.
System.
It's also great to see how many developers are taking advantage and leveraging things like smart delivery, really putting our fans first. And of course, we're doing that with all of our Xbox Game Studios titles. And as I said, we're not taking the summer off. Today is just the beginning. It's time to get hyped, because in July, it's Xbox Game Studios world premieres, reveals, lots of news. Mark your calendars. We'll see you then.
Okay, so there's a good amount to go into. So there was some really cool and interesting things that I saw. First, probably the one that really I was like, what is this? Was what it opened with was Bright Memory Infinite, I believe. It was you were fighting knights and you got guns and you were shooting things. I was like, okay, and you had the wall running and all the verticality that you get, that looked really cool. I don't know what that is. It looks great. So kind of the big highlights that they had is that they had Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dirt 5, and then the medium were they're kind of big headliners. You had a bunch of other games of going through. Yeah, that was Yeah, that was definitely very good. So, kind of like, all right, so let's go ahead. I'll probably only cover like the big ones. I'm going to try to remember what I can remember. So if I miss some things, I apologize. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so that looks great. Anyway, all right, let's begin. Dirt 5. With Dirt 5, good racing game. As I said before, I haven't seen or heard really anyone really talk up Dirt. Maybe it's because of just there have been quote unquote better racing games or just more popular ones than the Dirt. But I'm glad that there's Dirt 5, and like they went like, hey, here's Troy Baker and Nolan North, some of the most like two of the most famous voice actors right now. And even I was like, I might pick this game up just because of that. I don't really play racing games that much. I really don't. They're not really my like. Not saying they're not my cup of tea, because I actually enjoy playing racing games, but I don't really go out of my way to buy them. There are very few that I do. But it's more arcade-like, which I like. I prefer more of the arcade racers than a racing simulator. Like, if I had to choose between Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport, Horizon is the arcade racer, so I would rather play that than Motorsport. Not saying Motorsport's bad, it's just preference. So you got Dirt 5. Then you got The Medium, which is a new horror game from the guys who have done The Observer. Like, I didn't even know it was from those same guys. Like, it was a series. So you have The Observer, and then you had The Blair Witch, and then now they're doing The Medium. Which it's an interesting concept. That's a fascinating concept of, like, this woman can kind of see from, like, the real world, but also can see into the other side, and how it's affecting her, and she's seeing dreams, or she's seeing visions or whatever, and how it's affecting her. Yeah, and like, the music is being done by the guy who does the music for Silent Hill. Yes, please. That's awesome. Good. Like, that's actually really good, because psychological horror, that's actually very well done. And then Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That was the main event. That was what they ended the show with, like, after they did all the trailers. And then they kind of went back and like, all right, let's talk to the developers and dig in a bit deeper. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm looking forward to that game. Mind you, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan. Bam! Like, I love Assassin's Creed. But in most recent years, when it comes to its lore, I'm a little bit, but I know a lot of people like Origins is awesome. I loved Origins. Odyssey, I have my gripes with, but I know a lot of people liked Odyssey. But I have my gripes with it because of its lore, not because of the gameplay itself. Because gameplay is fine, it's fun, but it doesn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It just feels like, hey, you're a gladiator. With Valhalla, that's what. You know, I love Vikings. Like, I love that age. I love, like, everything about that. Like, yes. And you play as Ivor. And, like, they said it was going to be a gameplay trailer. Like, and when I hear that, I'm like, oh, so you're going to show us, like, a demo. Like, you're going to show us, like, straight up gameplay. Like, I'm going to see what it would look like as if I'm playing the game, and it's another cinematic trailer showing what you could do in the game. That, like, I have gripes about that stuff. Like, I hate it when they go, we have a gameplay trailer, and it's just another cinematic trailer, and that's it. I'm not seeing what it could look like when I play. So I guess you can throw axes. You have a raven instead of an eagle. So I guess they're going to keep with that whole, like, if you want to see stuff and you want to pinpoint things in the area you are, just like in Origins and Odyssey, you had, like, an eagle. Now you have a raven, which makes sense for that. But, I mean, I'm looking forward to it because I love the time era, like, that it's in. I like the time that it's in. For me as an Assassin's Creed fan, I do want to know more from Ubisoft about its story, about, okay, is it going to continue with like the present day storyline? And again, I'm in a very small boat about that. But it looks cool. It looks cool. I really do hope that Valhalla kind of like does better. Like again, I guess that comes down to the writing and the story that they're going to be telling. Because right now it looks cool, but that's I need more, and that's kind of like with where we're at right now with all this. When they kind of talked about, what is Dirt 5 and Medium and Valhalla? What are you using the Xbox for? Like what are you using the Xbox to use it for? What makes it special on Xbox? And it, like the Medium said, it was the horsepower. Valhalla said it was the smart delivery. And then it's with smart delivery, which is that if you buy a game on Xbox One, you can play that same game on the Series X without buying another copy. So that's really like diving into the digital sales for that, because I would be surprised if you bought a physical disc. So like if I bought Valhalla on Xbox One and I wanted to play that on the Series X, it is backwards compatible. So like you can get a Series X and then I have the Xbox One disc of Valhalla and put it in. So it should work. But, will it look better, or is it, will it look or load or play faster or look better if you bought the Series X version instead of the Xbox One version? Like that's going to be very, very interesting and very key to kind of seeing how, like, all right, do you want to buy it on the Series X version, or do you want to buy the Xbox One version? How long the smart delivery is also going to be happening is going to be very interesting too. Is it going to be within the first year? Is it going to be like period? So there's that. And then Dirt 5 said they wanted the hertz. You can actually choose the hertz that of the output that it does. So that's an actual really cool feature. And then we got some other games. So we got like a new Yakuza game, Like a Dragon, like Yakuza Like a Dragon, which looks really over the top, and I love it. I haven't played a Yakuza game, and I know I have a buddy of mine who loves the Yakuza series, and it's a bit over the top with kind of just how characters interact. I'm not entirely sure where it's just like I have a sword or a weapon that has electricity and I can just like I love that. That was great. What was it? There was a Bandai Namco game. I think it was like Eon Nexus or something. Just good old hack and slash, like Devil May Cry, like yeah, like that is my jam. Yeah. What was it? You had Corvus, which was, I believe, the space like the space fighter game. Great. I enjoy those games where you're just in a ship and you're just killing things. Those are always fun. What else? There was a bunch of stuff, but really it was a lot of third party, which this is what it was about. It was only third party. So all these games most likely will also be coming to the PlayStation also. So yeah, oh yeah, of course they shut off Madden, which woo if you like it. I just don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's a good lineup. It's not a bad lineup. Nothing really extremely excited me where I'm like, oh, I need to buy this outside of Assassin's Creed. I might pick up Dirt. I don't know. I do want to know more. Like, I think the one game that really stuck out with me outside of Assassin's Creed was what it opened with, was that Bright Memory Infinite. I have no idea what that was. That looks sweet. I want to know more about that because it's just crazy. what was it? Yeah, that steampunk like dungeon crawler game. Yeah, it's like there were some good games. This was not bad. I'm not disappointed. Just it was a lot of here's just a list of games. Whoa, and I think maybe I'll get more excited because in July they're going to be doing another Inside Xbox and it's going to be focused on the exclusives, and that is what I'm going like. All right, let me see what you have, because for me personally, in order for me to decide what system I want to go with, it's the exclusives, and like again, I love PlayStation, and that's the system I prefer. But in 2013 with last generation, PlayStation hit it out of the park, and they were like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Infamous Second Son, Order 1886. And then Xbox came out, and then, like, really the only thing I was like, that was like interested in was like Sunset Overdrive, and like I think they showed off like Sunset Overdrive, maybe Gears 4, but I think that was like even later, so they didn't even have that. And then Halo 5, Halo 5, which they only that was it. I mean, again, last generation they really didn't have any exclusives. Like, what did they opened with? Rise and Dead Rising. Dead Rising is good. Rise is, it's there. They showed off Quantum Break, which that looked very interesting, but that didn't come out until like about a year or two later. But like July, when they do the Inside Xbox exclusives, that is when I am going to be like, all right, I'm going to see from Double Fine, I'm going to see from Ninja Theory, I'm going to see from The Initiative, I'm going to see from 343, from the Gear Studio, from the Forza Studios, from so on and so forth. And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and change my mind. Like, PlayStation's going to really have to trip over themselves and go like, yep, I'm going to get an Xbox instead of a PlayStation. I'm only talking for me personally. And I've discussed about the differences between PlayStation and Xbox and what I'm excited for when it comes to its tech. But we still don't have enough information about either system. About what it is. We kind of know like the power of each system and how backwards compatibility works and a few other features, but not everything. And I think they're starting off with the game, so instead of like they're kind of working in a almost like maybe reverse direction. They announced the system, bam. They gave some details, not everything, but some details. Pretty much the kind of the more important ones. So like the horsepower, the graphics card, and all that kind of good stuff. And now they're going, all right, here are the games, and then we'll talk about the system later. And that's a good thing. I think like you'll talk about the games so that way you can get people excited, and then you can go, all right. Here's the system, everything it does, blah, 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 release date, price, bam. And so that way you know what, like, all right, these are the games I'm already excited for. Bam, I'm going to go ahead and get these. Now it's time for PlayStation to come out swinging. They have done this Inside Xbox, and they need, like, right now PlayStation is dealing with the leaks of Last of Us Part 2, and they have two big games coming out in the next 2 months. They have Last of Us Part 2 coming out in June, and then they have Ghost of Tsushima, which is another big game coming out in July. So, but even with that being said, they can't wait until after Ghost of Tsushima. They shouldn't wait until then. Let me rephrase that, because they could, and they go. But honestly, they need to come out of the gate right now within... Like, they need to come out within, like, next month, June, or late this month, May, and do a state of play, and it's a big one. It's, like, state of play games. Boom, 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 boom. Or, like, here's the system. Bam. Like, really go in on this. Because right now, Xbox is coming out swinging. They are looking good right now. I am not even, like, this looks, like, Xbox looks really good. So if I wasn't such a PlayStation fanboy, I would be on the fence right now if it was me. Good games, good third-party games. A lot of like a good number. It was a good mixture of indie studios, like studios I haven't heard of yet, along with like big ones. So like the biggest one was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is going to be coming to both platforms, and we're probably going to be getting more. Hopefully, we will be getting more. So yeah, I'm excited. This coming generation, the Series X and the PS5, we're going to be getting some really good games, and I'm absolutely excited for it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you guys think. Let me know what game that you saw from inside Xbox that you're excited for, or if maybe they didn't show one that you would like to see coming up, or if there's a first party game that they're going to be talking about in July that you're excited for. Please let me know in the comments. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Always appreciate it. And then also press the bell icon. That way, whenever we put up a video, you know we put up a video. And then you can also follow us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/The Brotherhood of Geeks. And then you can also follow us on Twitter at DualShockedBOG. That's the name of our PlayStation podcast, DualShockedBOG. And they can also follow us on Twitch when we stream there at twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. That is everything. This is going to be a very exciting and interesting next generation to see what both studios, PlayStation and Xbox, are going to be bringing to the table and what systems to go with. So I'm actually very excited to see where this goes. And as I said before, PlayStation needs to come out swinging now. It's their turn to shine and really see what, show what PlayStation has to offer. And I guess we'll see. And hopefully they don't get too overconfident. But I guess we'll see. Because right now PlayStation is playing on the defense, while Xbox is playing on the attack. And they're coming out swinging. They're looking really good. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Brett J. Rasmussen. And as always, live to play, play together. I'll see you guys next time.